has you on a target in coverage. It's the Commanders and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Going run again with Jacobs. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Shotgun now for Love. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Love now. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jake Camarda on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Daniels off the play action. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Slot man in motion right. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 24 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Nixon now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. This one taken in by Kraft. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Love looking to pass. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fields this at the 19. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And there's a man there, it's intercepted.
Defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Out now runs the Packer offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Loves to throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Daniels on first down. Throw complete to Sinnott. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jair Alexander with the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Packers all set to get back out there. They'll have a shorter field ahead of him now, Brock. That pick sets them up just shy of the 40. First down throw. Here's Love. This finds Dobbs. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the Commanders' 42-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 16. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Love from the gun. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move it.
Touchdown, Green Bay! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
On target to Musgrave. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Handoff here to Jacobs. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot.
It's a Green Bay touchdown! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he pushes it up across the... Play fake here, Daniels. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels able to hit Robinson, complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels now. That's taken in by Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jair Alexander with the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Robinson on the inside. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They motion the tight end over. From the 30 on 2nd down. Setting up the running back screen. He's contained at the line for no gain. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, if you can't get your hands on the ball and take it away, next best thing, knock it down. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He can't hang on to the pass. So now they have 3rd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. On now comes their punter. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Love now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On first down, here's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Finds his target, Robinson. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. Daniels on first down. He's still going at the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Man in motion here. Now Daniels off the play action. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. On first and 10, here's Love. Able to get it to Reed. By Rasul Douglas. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Love from the gun. Defender arrives. That as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Washington calls it second timeout. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throw complete to Sinnott. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Out of the gun, Daniels. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. And that's completed right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. They've got first down from the 31. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Motioning the tight end left. Second down and 10. Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Quay Walker. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Play fake here. Daniels. He beams one. Deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Handoff running left, Jacobs. It's a 21-yard gain, and that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Jacobs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Nothing gained or lost on that run. And now it's 3rd and 3. They stick with Jacobs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Love out of the shotgun. Watson with the catch. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. All right, here we go. Second down.
Second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And they run it with Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So it's going to be 4th and short. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 42. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One of the tight ends motioning right. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this hit to the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The home teams and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. 1st down throw. Here's Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Love. Gets this one to Watson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Reed's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Love to throw again. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Love from the gun. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 16-point ball game. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players, certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks, he watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, well, you could become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going option, headed left on this 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 14. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. They got 24 yards on the play, and the Commanders will have a first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He gets this one to McLaurin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the gap closes to 14 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Takes the handoff, now Love. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Love. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Henry on the catch. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Taken in by Dobbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Play fake. It's Love. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Love now to throw. That's complete to Reed, out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets this one to Watson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
1st and and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Reed's got it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing, Love. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Another try following the sack. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He fires one deep down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Love from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10.
They're going play action. He's got Watson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Love to throw again. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they'll only need to figure out a couple of yards here, as they're going to start with 1st and goal from the 2. Here's Robinson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go counter, it's Jacobs. And the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers moments away from a 2-0 start. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Love looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. From the 46. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul it a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Out now runs the Packer offense. And this one just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.